French per here. So Lepic. Lepic has become very, very strong, and I think he passed under the radar a little bit, as some of you might not know how good he is. So in terms of numbers, he's right there. For example, Purge, which is the gameplay you're going to see. Lepic, like number 1, has 3 minutes 47 seconds, best time ever. Okay, I was able to manage to get top 10, which is really cool. I'm going to show you the build, the gameplay, but yeah. So you take one of the strongest Descendants in the game. Okay, now boom, 4 minutes 6. So less. Okay, so that's how strong Lepic is right now. He's right there. He's at the top. He's at the top in some aspects of the game, at least. Not all of them, but he's good there. For example, really good, really fast. Like, he's so good, it's like a little bit underwhelming. So let's get down to it. So just so you know, I'm not really a big Lepic player. I got him like a few days ago, and I tried to learn a few things, and also I tried to learn this build in particular, the Purge meta build, sort of. I made some adjustments to it, just because of myself, of how I wanted to play this, and also because I didn't want to go with a perfect reactor. So right, let's get down to it. So for Purge, you want explosive stacks, okay? Because nades are pretty much insane, okay? You basically kill elites with 1 or 2 nades max, okay? So they just die with, like, everything in the room just dies with 1 or 2 throws. I will just call them the throws from explosive stacks, okay? So that's why you want this. Now, Beyond enhances that a little bit by giving it a 15% extra skill power increase, okay? And that's it. It's not more than that, and nothing else really helps here. Death by 1,000 cuts is not a bad choice, but it's not really a better choice, because you're going to use your ability once or twice, and you need to use it 3 times to trigger Death by 1,000 cuts, okay? So you're not going to trigger this in every room, making it a little bit less relevant, in my opinion, than Power Beyond. That's what I thought through practice. Then for the build, well, just range double, okay? Just so the nades can reach every enemy in the room without having to actually aim at them. Like, everything in the room is just going to die if you hit 2 nades at like an elite, pretty much. Yeah, and pick Reactor just because you're going to be very, very fast and using a lot of mana at a very fast rate. But this, along with the rest of the MP things I have in the build, is way more than enough to keep you going without having any mana issues ever, okay? And when it comes to skill power for the nades, so you're going to have a decent critical hit rate. That's well, you see 50% here, but when I use my skill number 2, which you have to do every 10 seconds, okay, you're going to get an increase here. So yeah, it's more than 50%, maybe 70, 80. I don't know exactly, but it's quite high, okay. And crits do matter. Every time you crit, that's when you actually get the kill, okay. Other than that, the usual skill concentration, skill insight, front lines, and emergency measures, the quatuor when it comes to critical hit rate and critical hit damage is right there. Power increase, to further increase your power. I had to make this stable joke. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Nimble fingers, just because, why not? Along with MP conversion for the cooldown, so for your ability number 2, mostly, I would say. Number 3 is used a little bit. I'm not really very good yet with Lepic, but I probably should use this a little bit more often, because if used correctly, this is very efficient. So teach me that, whoever watches this, do better than me, beat my time. Yeah. Okay, now the Reactor. So I went with first skill power and Legion of Immortality for Purge, because enemies are Legion of Immortality. Oh, ouch, my hand. Oh yeah, so for the mounting, I went with submachine gun weapon glass mounting, this, okay. So reason by, well, I guess I will go over that really quick. explosive stacks every time you use 9 ammo, so you just need to be shooting that recharges your nades. Okay, so you're going to constantly be shooting, throwing number one, shooting, throwing all the game in a very repetitive manner, to be honest. Take skill power because nades are attack. Okay, here for the reactor. So Stellar Auxiliary Power, is it the best pick? I'm not sure. I think so. It's hard to say. Perhaps Fire Rate would have been great to recharge a little bit faster and to get nades faster, but that's pretty much, I think, the way to go. I'm a little bit unsure about it though. Anyways, check out my walls for the ones curious. There we go. Now the Arche tuning. So I tried a lot of them, and I thought that honestly, you can have fire chain catalyst. You can have, let me show you. So you can have fire chain catalyst. It's quite useful. It does more damage. You can have fire corrosion. It's quite useful. Same thing, pretty much. And you can also have Arche reload, which is quite unique and interesting. That's what most players go with. But I found that the difference wasn't too insane, and I kind of liked to go with my own stuff here. So yeah, it's between those three. This might be the best one. Hard to say. I didn't play enough yet to really feel like, oh, okay, this is better. Right, let's keep going. So inversion reinforcement. It's up to your choice here a little bit. Personally, I went with extra MP, which I think is the only necessary one. Okay, then extra HP here, and a little bit of multi-hit damage for the rocket launcher. Perhaps this here instead would be more useful, but I kind of like to have a bit more HP. Not that it matters very much. I would say it's pretty much up to what you want here. Just play and do with what you and take what you feel like is better, because there's a bunch of great options between heals, extra mana, extra cooldown, extra HP, extra resistance. There's a few options that feel all decent. Now the Python. Okay, so this weapon is quite important. Okay, this is going to be what you hold and what makes you fast, either faster or slower, or in a way also grapple faster, like shoot faster and get your nades quicker. So this is very important how you build it. I went with myself double sprint speed and grappling hook charge time, because I like to think that grappling between rooms is one way to be extremely fast, and if you do it correctly, which is tough for me right now. I have to say I'm not very good yet with Lepic, clearly not. I'm like decent at best. So yeah, other than that was a bit reload focus, brush walk, tactical change, extra magazine, recycling genius. So everything here to kind of help you do the Lepic thing. So we charge the nades thanks to explosive stacks by shooting a lot, so you don't waste time reloading, since you have a lot of reload stuff in here. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much about it. So yeah, have fun playing Lepic. Yeah, if you know things about Lepic that I don't, feel free to tell me. I'm in the learning process right now, so it's quite fun. I like to learn slowly, to don't take too much intro at the beginning, and just enjoy the character through practice instead of learning. I like to do both at the same time. Anyways, see you next video. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more of this, and yeah, top 10 Lepic, not bad.